K. Kulkarni, Assistant Professor, Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. I am here to discuss with you a topic, risks in infrastructure projects. Learning outcomes of the session. Students will be able to identify types of risks involved in infrastructure projects. Introduction. Dear friends, the World Bank estimates that a 10% rise in infrastructure assets directly increases GDP by up to 1 percentage point, remember. So this is the important conclusion by World Bank. A 10% rise in infrastructure assets, okay, it results in improvement of GDP by 1%, very important. So infrastructure improvement is very effective for development of any nation. Now, insufficient or underdeveloped infrastructure presents one of the biggest obstacles for economic growth and social development worldwide. Remember, this is important. So the infrastructure development, if it is insufficient or underdeveloped, that will be a big obstacle for economic growth of the nation. Okay. Now, there are certain risks which are involved in infrastructure projects. Let us see what are the ill effects and which are these risks. Most overruns are foreseeable and avoidable. Remember, most of the overruns are foreseeable and avoidable. So many such infrastructure projects, right, will be successful if small mistakes are avoided. Which are such small mistakes? Those we will see. Many of the problems we observe are due to a lack of professional forward-looking risk management. Remember, many of the problems which we see, right, those are due to lack of professional and forward-looking risk management. So proper risk management is not there. That is the reason. Direct value losses due to under management of risks for today's large scale projects will be huge in the next 5 years. Not to mention the loss in GDP growth as well as reputational and societal effects. Imagine these losses, huge losses due to under management of risks. They will result in loss in GDP growth and loss in development of nation, remember. Now, large infrastructure projects suffer from significant under management of risks in practically all stages of the value chain and throughout the life cycle of a project. So these large projects, they suffer from under management of risks, remember. This should be avoided. In particular, poor risk assessment and risk allocation, for example, through contracts with the builders and financiers early on in the concept and design phase, lead to higher materialized risks and private financing shortages later on. So this is very bad thing, poor risk assessment and risk allocation. This results in very drastic changes in the planning and the contracts which are given to builders and financiers, right? These will suffer. Okay. Now, risks is also under managed in the latter stages of infrastructure projects, destroying a significant share of their value. Okay. So risk is under managed at the latter stages also. Crucially, project owners often fail to see that risks generated in one stage of the project can have a significant knock-on impact throughout the latter stages. So the project owners often fail to see that risks generated in one stage, it is affecting the other stages also. This should be realized, okay, by the project owners. Now let us see which are the types of project risks. Those can be categorized in different sections, like technical risks are there. project management risks are there, financial risks, environmental risks are there, organizational risks are there, external risks are there. Many more risks are there which should be known to the engineer in charge, project management committee, right? Now let us see first environmental and economic risks. First, environmental risks. It can be called as or sometimes acts of God risk also. The environmental risk, which we could also call as act of God, is the risk that arises due to flood, earthquake, landslide, wind damage, epidemic, pandemics, and occurrences of any type of natural disaster. So these are the risks which are due to acts of God, we can say, right? Earthquake, anytime it can come, and these all losses are there. Those also cause environmental damages, right? And environmental risks, under environmental risks, these can be listed down. Okay, now next risk is financial or economic risk. These risks involve investment risks, inflation, non-availability of funds, fluctuations in currency, exchange rates, change in tax structure, remember. So all these come under financial and economic risks. Okay, so these are huge risks and must be managed, right? And the project or the infrastructure should run smoothly if these risks are managed properly. Then next, socio-political and legal risks. Remember friends, the site area is politically motivated. Presence and participation of union labor is there. Local personnel are to be engaged. Shifts in political leadership, changes in laws and regulations, import-export restrictions and procedures. All these result into socio-political risks and legal risks, remember. Once project is started, you will find that there are many more difficulties like political leadership, shifts in political leaderships are there. Laws get changed time to time, right? Rules and regulations, all these come under this category. The requirement for licenses and permits, pollution and safety norms, etc. Okay, come under this category. Now let us see design or technical risks. What are these? Technical risks include anything that restricts you from creating the product that your customer wants. These include uncertainty of resources and availability of materials, inadequate site investigation, or incomplete design. Remember, all these are technical risks. Inadequate site investigation, suppose, is there, right? This is one sort of technical risk. You are taking risk. Then incomplete design is there. All these are technical risks. These risks can commonly occur when there are changes in project's scope and requirements, and if there are design errors or omissions. So these errors occur, these risks occur when there are changes in the project scope, remember. Logistics risks. These considered in any form from every global supply chain perspective and include availability of transportation facilities and the availability of construction equipment such as spare parts, construction machinery, fuel, labor, etc. Without addressing these logistic issues, you risk huge project delays and losses, remember. Next, physical risks. Inadequate or low quality procurement of resources, non-availability of material, quality as well as quantity, weather conditions like extremely hot or cold temperature. All these come under physical risks. Contractual risks, unrealistic time schedule, conflicting conditions of the contract. All these can come under contractual risks. So these all result into delay, remember. Management risks are there. Management risk consists of wrong selection of project team, right? No project manual, documented procedure, processes. All these result into management risks. These must be avoided. Then cultural risks. The major cultural risk, it is happen in times when international infrastructure projects are there, right? They are similar to local risks. Role of trust is important. If trust is there, both buyer and seller will have smooth running of the project. Another observation is that differences in culture between two or more groups, these must be identified and consciously addressed. Remember. Here we will stop a while, friends. Here are questions for you. Solve them. Here are the answers. First question, first assertion is true, second false, third false. Hope you have written the correct answers. These are the references for today's session. Thank you.